on the next Roseanne show. Fitness guru Richard Simmons stops by to share a bite with Roseanne. But the way things turn out, that's not all they share.
I had wet lettuce and then you stuck your tongue in my mouth.
Then, Hope Ministries shows you how to make a care package for the homeless. Plus, the only dress with multiple personalities.
I'll keep one. We have a great show today. The dress with multiple personality disorder, the infinite dress. I'm sure you've seen that. That is one of our guests, a dress. And Joyce Smith, a modern-day saint, is here. And my first guest, we're serving these hamburgers in honor of him. He is the pharaoh of fitness. He's inspired millions to deal a meal and sweat to the oldies. Please welcome the one, the only, Richard Simmons.
What is mine, yours, mine, yours, mine, yours. Just a minute.
Come and sit down.
Do you remember that scene in Lady and the Tramp?
No.
When the dogs and the spaghetti?
No.
Oh, you all remember that?
Remember that.
Do you remember it? Huh? Do you remember it?
What happened?
Okay, well, they were in love. There were two dogs in love.
Yeah.
And they were sitting in an Italian restaurant.
Uh-oh.
Outside an Italian. Am I right? Tell me if I'm making any of this up. And they were sitting, and there was a piece of spaghetti.
Yeah.
And she had one end in her mouth.
Oh, no, you're not going to make me do that with the fat burger, are you?
And he had one end in his mouth. You ready?
I can.
Come on, we can.
I know, but you have your
Come
hands all over
One
it.
bite. Come on.
I can't have your hands
Come
on
here.
my food.
One bite. Come on. Together, though. Come here. Come here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kiss you like no one's ever kissed you before in their life. I am. But first this. Here. Come on. Stop it. Okay. So there was a guy playing the accordion, remember? La la la, la la la, la la la. They bring the spaghetti. Come on. La la la, la la la, la la la. Okay.
All right.
And then they get... How's your day going?
I had wet lettuce and then you stuck your tongue in my mouth.
Wait a minute. Only once. Stop it. Let's make a toast. Let's have a toast.
Wet lettuce in someone's tongue. Oh, my God. I thought I had the hen thing. Now I have
It's a vegetarian burger. Here now. Let's make a toast. Stop it. You're scaring some of the audience. Stop it. Get your glass. I'll make a toast. Come here. Let's do it again. Come here. Let's get another one. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Now, do you want to have an interview or not? Okay.
I'm sitting on you for that.
Oh. All right, here we go. You just relax. Take it. Everyone, take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now, let's talk.
Scared.
What?
I'm scared of him.
This is our reunion.
I know.
Wait, just turn to me a little bit so I can see you.
Okay. You've devastated me. You realize that? Oh my God, you're
What do you
devastating.
need?
Huh?
Sit down over here so I can look at you.
No, I want to sit on you.
No,
because
you want
I'm
to
afraid of what you will do.
No,
if
I won't do anything more. Just sit. Just
Okay.
look. I'll push you out right over here.
Okay.
Right here.
Now, don't do anything weird.
All right.
Okay. Hi, Richard.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh
this
my
is a
God.
very important day for me because
Why?
this is
Why is it an important day?
it's a very important day because
You haven't seen me for years.
I haven't seen you in 8 years. It's our reunion show. Because we did.
It is. It's our reunion. And you are like so overly sensitive. Let's talk about
Oh, no,
how
I don't want to
overly
talk about
sensitive.
anything we
No.
talked about in the dressing room. I want to talk about,
Why didn't we see each other for 8 years?
because you dumped me.
That is so not true, and you know that isn't true. I'm sorry if
here's
you
how I
feel that way, but I do not
But
feel that's
everyone
true.
has their own way of feeling about it.
Yes, and you're entitled
I
to your
remember
feelings.
when we started, we both were overweight.
Oh, yeah, but you were really fat, and people don't know that about you, that your childhood, or do they maybe, but that's what I think is the real Richard. A poor little overly sensitive fat boy. Let's talk about that. Come on, you know that's where all the pain and stuff that you overcame started there, right? Because let's talk about how horrifying it is to be a fat child in America. Let's really talk about it.
Wait a minute, we both were overweight. Why?
Yeah.
Why are we have to talk?
Yeah, I want to.
And I mean, you have children.
I know. And I was a fat girl, and
Wait,
it was
you were
horrible.
a fat girl. I was a fat guy. You have children who are overweight.
Yeah.
It's going to the next generation.
Well, do you have to talk about my kids?
Well, I'm just saying, we're passing this on from generation to generation.
Well, so what?
And over 300,000 people are dying because of
People
this
are
fat.
not dying because they're fat.
People are dying because they're not taking care of their bodies. They're not eating healthy, and they're not exercising.
You think
and
you
knew
really
that.
think that fat is something that kills people?
I think that if you overeat and you gain weight,
You mean
see, you don't want to take this serious.
No, I
just
don't.
want to make a joke.
I
of
want.
this.
No,
You know
I'm
why?
real serious.
Because when you were overweight, it really bothered you,
Yes,
and
it did.
and then you lost your weight and you became gorgeous. I mean, and you
But
were
you know what,
gorgeous
Richard?
before.
But
wait a
Richard,
minute. We sat at Hollywood
Let's talk
Squares
about how
all the
come.
time.
I know, but Richard, let's talk about when you were a fat kid and
It
how
was horrible.
it is to be a fat kid.
But it's happening.
But we have to go to commercial.
But wait, it's happening still today in 1998. It is still happening to
Honey,
kids
we're
today.
on a commercial. Hold on.
And now
We'll
a commercial.
be right back.
Baby got me singing.
Put that thing away. Now, really, talk to me about. Let's just get it on the airwaves where it never gets. How hard it is to be a fat kid in America. I knowing that firsthand, and you knowing it too.
Being fat is one thing. Being obese
Right.
is a horrible experience.
Isn't it just horrible?
I have a website, www.richardsimmons.com. And I have a special place just for teens, Roseanne. I have a place for people who are in wheelchairs. I have a place for people who have more than 100 pounds to lose. I call 40 to 50 overweight people every day. And they're 200 pounds and they're 300 pounds. And we both hit those numbers.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
okay?
definitely.
We've been in the 200 and almost, my highest was 268. Your highest was?
230.
Okay. So you know after 200,
Yeah.
it's crappy.
Yeah.
You can't find clothes
Well, it's not
to fit.
so great after like 150 actually for women.
Oh, well, I being fat all my life, that's all I knew how to do was be fat.
Which one's harder, being fat or people's attitudes towards you about being fat?
I think what people judge you.
Yeah.
People they think they know your life.
Right.
You know, I just did my 21st video and my 12th infomercial. And on this infomercial, I have people that have lost 200 pounds, people that have lost 300 pounds. You know, you start to lose a little bit of your self-respect and self-esteem, and then you feel rejected. And you said something...
You mean when you're fat?
You said something in the first segment, and it was a huge slap in my face.
Okay,
and
let's talk
wait,
about it.
No, I want to. And it was that, oh, you're that little fat kid eating in New Orleans. And the truth is, at 50 years old, I still am that little fat kid. And even though I've kept my weight off, and for 25 years, I've taught over 300 classes every year. I travel. I try to say, please don't if you're in the 300 pounds, let me get you down into the 200s. Or if you're, I call a man every day who's gained and lost and gained and lost. I call this man
But you know what?
every day.
I think people are on a treadmill. Here's why I'm saying it.
I
because,
hate this. I'm watching TV.
You know,
You're
yeah,
not
well,
working
people
out.
are on a treadmill about weight because it becomes like an obsessive-compulsive disorder rather than something about food. That's what I think.
Are you compulsive about eating?
Absolutely.
I am too. Are you a person who is in love with exercise? Is there...
No, I hate it.
Well, it was nice coming on your show.
No,
and
I
really,
do. I hate it.
And I really enjoyed
I
showing my
hate it.
video.
Do you keep some kind of records of the people you help to lose weight if they keep it off? Because, you know, most people don't. Isn't that true?
There's somebody in the audience. She lived far away. And I wrote her all the time, and we've been on cruises together, and she's lost weight, and she's gained weight. And I stick with people through thick and thin. You know, if someone loses weight, I continue to call them to motivate them. If they fall off the wagon, if they have a bad relationship, if something happens to their child and they write me a 15-page letter, I call them,
But you're
and
not,
that's my life.
Richard, what I want to ask you is, the truth is, most people who diet incessantly gain and lose, gain and lose,
Because of
gain
one
and lose.
thing.
What is that?
The exercise. And if anybody wants to talk about that, anybody, I've kept my weight off 25 years. You look at all the celebrities and all the people that have gone up and down in
Right.
weight, and if I stopped exercising, I would go right back up over the 200, over the 250, and when I'd head to the 300. And then what happens? People go have their stomach stapled, they have bypass surgery, they call me. I've had this year alone, over 30 people die because of obesity. Because when you get to be 5 and 6 and 800 pounds, you have no life, and you become homebound. And I travel and I visit them, and fat does kill.
Well, do they lose the weight?
Many of them don't, because they're not moving. No matter what they're eating, they're just getting larger and larger.
So
You've
that's
got
what
to
I think it
move.
is. It's like, it seems like the diets just make people fatter and fatter
If you
and fatter.
eat real food, no one in this audience, there isn't a person in this audience that gained weight because they ate carrots. There's no one in this audience.
But you know what, Richard? You could eat I know I could. If carrots were all there was, I could eat 2 truckloads of carrots.
Me too.
I could, and just not stop till I did gain weight. I don't think that's true.
But
I could
think you
gain
get
weight
sick.
on carrots.
I think you gain weight on too much fat, on missing meals, on eating 1 big meal a day, on snacking. I made rules. I don't eat after a certain time. When that time hits, that's the end of it. If I don't meet my dinner at that time, I don't eat.
But you can't say
I don't eat in front of the TV.
Richard, I don't see how rules help people. They're getting fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter.
It's because
Can we talk about it after
they're-
commercial, my
They're
friend?
not
We'll
doing
be right
the
back.
exercise. They're not sweating.
before you give this away, wrap it up, and then I'll let you go on to the next subject.
Okay,
But
Roseanne.
wrap this up now.
If
You're
you
saying,
exercise and you watch your portions like I do, you'll keep the weight off. If you stop the exercise, the weight will come right back on. And that's the secret. It's the combination. And this new infomercial I have, I teach portions and I teach exercise. And it's got to be fun. And all the music I used to eat to, now I exercise to. And now you said you're into boxing. You like it.
Yeah, I started doing it because my husband started training me because he knows like ultimate fighting championship stuff where they box, kickbox, because he's martial arts and everything.
Well,
and I was there like, I go, hey, this is something I could actually
well,
like.
Then find something that you like and move your arms and move your legs. I have people come to my class in wheelchairs. I have people come into my class who can't stand up, but they sit down and they move. I bet half the audience have not taken 10 deep breaths today. We just take for granted our bodies.
Right.
We don't exercise.
Well, why is that? Do we not want to be in our bodies?
Because we're lazy. Because we're lazy. Because it takes an hour of time a day to exercise. It takes an hour a day, at least 20 to 25 minutes of cardiovascular and some strength training, and it takes time. It has to be part of your schedule. It's got to be part of your schedule.
I think, I personally and respectfully think it's something far deeper than just going on a diet. I really do, speaking for myself.
Hey, I preach exercise. That's why I'm the only one left with an exercise studio. A lot of the people that had studios are gone. Mine's still there because I still do it, because I still practice what I preach.
You know, I'm a person who tried dieting all of my life. And
me too.
Tomorrow I'm doing a big show because everybody wants to know how I lost my weight.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow I'm going to do a big show on it. And I just want to say that I need to say the other point of view is that diets have never, ever worked for me. And I think the majority of people, they don't work for either. And I can't exercise. And I don't, I don't want to.
You don't want to.
No.
Fine.
But I resent you calling me lazy for that.
I think you're lazy.
I resent you saying that
well,
fat
you
people
can resent
are lazy.
it, but bottom line is God gave you this body.
Are you saying that fat people are lazy?
I'm saying that anyone who doesn't try to exercise and try to move has a lazy bone. Absolutely.
So you think
Absolutely.
that you're actually saying that fat people are lazy?
I'm saying that anyone who
I don't like that.
What?
I don't like that.
Well, sometimes the truth hurts.
Well, sometimes the truth is...
That is not. That's going to be struck. If you came to class and you started exercising and you started eating the correct portions of food, you would lose the weight and keep it off.
I don't eat the correct
I don't know what you're eating. I haven't talked to you in 8 years. What did you eat yesterday? I'll go through it with you.
Richard, there's millions and millions of fat people that diets don't work for. There are millions and millions of fat kids who every day, you know how miserable it is to be a fat kid.
You got to get the carrot sticks and you get the little thing and you get 2 crackers and it's horrible, but I didn't take PE. I didn't take any physical education.
Well, no, because you're humiliated to do that stuff.
Who would want to go into the gym? Who would want to go to those clothes?
Who wants to go to the gym and around people that say things like, you know...
Hey, you big fat pig.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. And there's more and more fat kids. And don't you think it's like a
whole... And I think that...
It's a whole, like, society's attitude is wrong, too. Can you just give me that?
I think that if every school right now in 36 states, there is no PE. That means there's no physical education in 36 states in the United States. If they would start teaching kids how to move, not to be chosen for a football game or a baseball game, but to move cardiovascular, to learn about their bodies, then we may not have this terrible problem that we have.
You don't think that fat people pack on weight because of emotional problems?
Oh, yes. That's why I packed on weight.
Yeah.
That's why everyone... Food is love. It's my mistress. I'm happy, I eat. I'm sad, I'm depressed, what do? Kit Kat bars, you know, pizza, my favorite foods.
Do you still do that?
No, because I have control over the food now. I like me at my weight now and what I do with my life. And my life has more meaning now than being a little kid who didn't like himself, who everyone put down, and who never thought he was going to get anywhere.
Well, I'm just saying that little kids are not fat because they're lazy and stupid.
No, but if the little kid doesn't get picked for the PE and mommy and daddy, did your mother and father exercise when you were a kid?
Oh, no.
Okay. Mine either. So if I'm not getting it at home, I'm not getting it at school, I'm in New Orleans, I'm eating whatever I want to eat because there's food abundant everywhere, and then all of a sudden, I can't fit in the uniforms. And I have to get measured for special uniforms. Why was I doing that? I was not moving. No one taught me to move.
Well,
That's the secret.
but Richard, somebody did teach you that it wasn't okay to have feelings and to use food to stuff them down, right?
Me. I took control of me, and I decided that I had to like me better than the food. I had to like Richard Simmons and be healthy and do something with my life. And I'm 50 years old, and I'm very proud of what I've done in my life.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much for all the things you said. I think it's good to like get a dialogue going, especially when this is like a huge, huge issue, mostly for a lot of people with eating disorders, a lot of children who are fat, a lot of overweight women.
But people have to know there's no pill, there's no shot, there's no way to do it.
But people can't be shamed into doing it either. You know that.
No. I'll tell you something. 80% of the people that I call are obese. And most probably, some of them will lose and some of them won't. But I keep calling them and hoping they'll take care of themselves.
Well, there's a lot of ways to take care of yourself besides just losing weight.
Well, if you're diabetic, if you're hypoglycemic, if you have high blood pressure, if you have heart problems, fat will kill you quicker than anything.
That's right. And a lot of fat people don't have any of those things. But anyway, thank you for coming. I'm glad you said it. And thank you for giving me a chance to say the opposite, because I'm just tired of hearing it, too. So thank you. Okay. We'll be right back.
Are you going out to dinner and then dancing after work? What will you wear? Choose the Infinite Dress. It changes from daytime conservative to beautiful evening elegance to sexy and exciting. Packing your bag for a week away? Pack the Infinite and you'll have a different dress every day. The Infinite Dress, the only dress that changes with every mood, with every occasion.
Infomercial. Over 130,000 Infinite dresses have been sold because it's like getting 30 different dresses in one low price. Now, who's the genius that came up with this?
I wish I could take credit. Actually, I have to give credit to my husband.
Did he invent it?
No, he didn't invent it, but he was at a meeting at a home shopping network one day, and the dress was being pitched. And the wise men at the shopping network said, no, dresses don't sell on the air. Dress infomercials will never work. But my husband, who doesn't really know anything about fashion, knows how to spot a product. And he said, wow, look at all the women in the office. They're fascinated by this dress. And he said, you know, Wendy, this is something we have to do. And we did.
Does it look good on, like, all different shapes and sizes of women, too?
You know, Roseanne, we picked some people out of your audience.
Oh, cool.
And they're going to be in the dress. They're all ages, all sizes. And it's just a wonderful dress to wear, but you have to like to play with your clothes. You know, you have to be the kind of person...
I like that it comes with a booklet that shows you how... Right. Like, you can make sleeves out of it and stuff.
Exactly.
It's pretty awesome.
You can make sleeves, you can make tops, you can make it into a skirt, you can wear it to the office, you can wear it out to dinner, on the beach.
Why don't we take a look at all these people you've got in there?
We've got some great people. First, we're going to see Luann.
Okay. It's so cool.
Fabulous.
Look at that.
And this is a real person from your audience, Luann.
Hi, Luann.
And you know, the more she started playing with it backstage, she came up with these designs. This is an off-the-shoulder, just a beautiful, simple look for a cocktail party.
It's basically like a tube with two really long...
Exactly, long strings.
On. And this is, you're wearing
I'm wearing one, too. And Luann, it's just
Luann, you look great.
It's
good.
And now, Luann, show them what you did. She's going to just take the tails of the dress.
Yeah.
And she's just going to, without dropping the dress, she's going to put the tails over her shoulder, sling it back.
That's cool, too.
I call it like a Grace Kelly look, just a very beautiful scarf. Yeah. Turn around, show them the back.
Let me see. It's so cute.
Beautiful. It's great. Thanks, Luann. And next we've got a cute little girl, Santana, and she is wearing kind of a club look. Okay, it's hiked up.
Yeah.
Because you can make it short, you can make it long. She picked the style, very hot.
Yeah.
And then Santana is gonna untie it, drop it down.
Could you use this dress in your act?
She's, I mean, fabulous. Exactly. Okay. And now?
That looks good, too.
And now we have beautiful Gloria.
I
Turn
like
around.
that.
Yeah, very pretty.
Very nice.
And Gloria, turn around and show them the back.
Now, how
V-neck.
much do these dresses sell for?
$59.95.
How great is that?
And
Do you
it's-
like it? Do you like it? Oh, now she's going to get
put
sleeves.
Gloria doesn't speak English that well. So we've worked backstage, but now she's going to pull the sleeve down and make it
It looks
kind of a
great.
daytime look. Thanks, Gloria.
That is so cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And
Do
you
we
know,
have other variations, or is this it?
this is it, but you can do so much with it, and the fabric is packable, it's washable. You throw it in your suitcase, you go on a cruise, you go any place, and you just pull it out and you don't have to worry about it.
It's so cool.
It
so,
goes everywhere.
well, do you want to do any more changing? And because I like it where it's like, I should have worn the thing.
I wish you had
yeah,
put one on.
I didn't have time to get the damn thing on.
Oh, God.
But I like it. I like it when it goes around the back and then comes and
And it
ties
twists
in the front. Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You want to do the one that where you kind of made up, Luann? When we were backstage? I'm
So
gonna hold it so it
basically, you
doesn't
only
fall.
need one dress in your life,
Yeah,
and you can
yeah,
wear it. How
yeah.
many different ways?
We have, in our little booklet and video, we show over 30 ways, but you can go on and on forever and ever. I mean, and Luann was just
I think
playing
that's
around.
really cute like
Yeah.
that. Even the cross in the front is really cute.
Yeah, Leanne is just beautiful.
Very nice.
So you
Isn't that
just play
cool?
with it.
Thank you very much. If you have bought an Infinite dress, we would like to see you wearing it at some of the craziest places you could think of. Like you could take a picture of yourself in your Infinite dress in front of the Grand Canyon, the Statue of Liberty, anywhere in the world, and send it to us, please. Infinite dress photo, P.O. Box 48558, Los Angeles, California, 90048, and we'll show it on TV.
Thank you. Awesome.
After suffering a series of hard knocks, my next guest decided to grab the bull by the horns and turn her own life around. Without the help of a husband, she worked 3 jobs to support her young family, and she is now the founder of the Hope Ministries in Texas. She's with us today to show us how we can all help out, especially at this time of year. Please welcome Joy Smith. Hey, Joyce. Tell us how you started Hope Ministries.
Well, I walk every morning, and I would be walking along beside the school children, and I would see them going to school improperly dressed, and I'm not kidding about this. I would shed physical tears just looking at these kids going to school, and I was thinking, you know, they have to sit here in the midst of their peers all day. And I thought, and their peers are so honest, they would just tell them what they look like and so forth. And I started not
Were you
having...
talking about like really poor kids? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, the way they were looking, I would think if they were any other way, they wouldn't be looking like this, you know. And I don't mean this to be, you know,
Right.
ugly or anything like that. But, and I thought, what can I do? What can I do? And I started with not much money. I would take my credit card, go into the store, buy clothing for the children, and I would ask mothers, would you let me help you with these children? And some mothers said yes, some said no, and it just started from there. And then someone else saw me out there and doing it, and they said, now, you know, Joyce, I can't do what you're doing. I do not have the energy, because I'm a very energetic person. I'm always moving. They said, I don't have the energy. I do not have the resources. Because, you know, a lot of times we think, you know, you have to be rich or whatever to do something. And I thought, well, you know, I don't have it either. But I would just, you know, I would just go with the credit card. And as I was going in the stores, I remember saying, now, God, you know, I don't have any money to pay this credit card when it becomes due. And I didn't like the, you know, to wait, you know, all this interest and stuff. I thought, I don't have the money. But then somehow the bills got paid. And it just started. That's the way I got started. I was interested, thinking about my own life, how I was left with 3 children to support by myself. I got out there, as you were saying, I worked 2 and 3 jobs because I made a decision that I was not going to put them on welfare. And I'm not knocking anybody that's on welfare,
Right.
but I made that decision that I'm not going to put these kids on welfare. And I tell young mothers today, you're cutting off your own blessings further down the road when these children get grown and all, because me not putting them on welfare, my children are able today to help mom, you know, travel around the country or whatever.
So are you talking about the way that you feel people can call money to themselves, or success and blessings to themselves?
Yeah, yes, by not depending, just sitting and depending on someone to hand you something. Because, you know, my father, he was great at this, getting up, doing for yourself. You know, I'm from a family of 10 children, and I never saw my dad, you know, out begging or anything. I always saw him out working, taking care of his family. So that's just kind of instilled in me to get up and do something for yourself. So when I was left with I was 4 months pregnant.
But you did something different, though. You went out and helped other people.
Oh, yes.
Not just yourself, but other people.
Oh, no, that's just in me. Because back to my dad.
But what did you learn from helping other people?
Well, to me, it is very, very rewarding. Because the more you give, the more it's going to come back to you. Not necessarily that I'm going to always get money or anything, but the joy, the peace that I have. I wouldn't give this up for $1 million. Anybody got $1 million, I'll take it, you know, but but I wouldn't give this peace, this joy. So you get joy, you get peace. It's just so much you get from giving. You know, the more you give, really, I believe this, the more you get. So.
And also, don't you find that when you give, you get what you give, too?
And more. It comes back to you tenfold.
And if you want to get something, the best way to get something is to give something, isn't it?
If you want love, give love. If you want some peace, spread peace around your neighborhood, around your country, around the nation, and it will come back.
And so Hope Ministries now, you do a lot of things around the holidays for homeless people, don't you?
Yes.
And they're very simple things that we can all do.
Simple. You know, a lot of people, they will think, Hope Ministries, and they say, are you from this big organization or whatever? You do not have to be from a big organization to do something. Little things add up. You know, it's a talk show host in Houston, and he says, if everyone would do their little bit,
Right.
those little bits would add up to big bits. And someone said, if you think little things doesn't matter, try sleeping in the room with a mosquito.
That's right.
You know, so these little things add up. And so many times, as I said, so many people think, oh, well, I would do, but I do not have a lot of money.
Right.
You do not have to have a lot of money to reach out and help someone.
Well, we're going to make these baskets and show what we can all do.
Sure.
Even if, you know, we have $2, and most people have $2, right?
Sure. And then, and if you don't have $2, I know you have something around the house that you haven't worn in 2 years,
Right.
4 years. Somebody could use that is just in your closet. And I'm talking for myself here, too.
You just spoke in Washington, didn't you?
Yes.
What was that about?
We were having a rally, and it was concerning the corruption in the White House. And I wasn't on to speak because really didn't know that anyone knew I was coming. But the one person was supposed to speak wasn't going to show, so they just asked me would I fill in. So I just got up and I just spoke my heart because I love this nation. And I like to say, and this was part of my speech, I am an American. I am not African American. And I do not want anyone calling me an African American. I am an American of African descent. And this has separated us so in this country. A little group here wanting his piece of the pie, and a little group here want to stay grouped together, and a little group over here. We are all in this
Joyce,
together.
don't you think that when we get divided up into groups like that, that's the reason we can't ever go anywhere? That's the reason groups can't rise up. It's the reason nothing can change. Because when you don't go out of your own neighborhood, you end up staying there, don't you?
Yeah, you just end up staying there in your. Thank you.
And that's a whole other thing about giving, too, that I thought was so cool about you, because if we would cross party lines and neighborhood lines, we would get, just with that little bit, we'd get a lot done.
We would get a lot done. And it wouldn't be, you know, I see so much division in this country today, and I'm concerned about this.
Too.
I want us to be all loving and sharing together and be proud that you are an American. And I tell people that sometimes they be sharing with me how bad it is here, and especially I get this, that it's so bad here for the blacks. And I thought, if it is so bad here for you, I said, have you ever heard of the Mayflower? And that's a moving company in Houston. I said, and I'm not talking about the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. I'm talking about the moving van. If it is so bad here for you, move.
When we come back, there's a point to be made there, and that's not to say that things are not wrong, because
Yeah, there are some.
I know you're saying
Sure.
that there's things wrong, but you
It's
know
not-
what?
it's
We
not
have to
perfect.
stop someplace and start helping ourselves and other people.
That's right.
And that's what you're saying, and that's why I wanted you to be here, because I love that.
Thank
when
you.
we come back, Joyce is going to show us in a very simple way how to make a care package for a homeless person. Please stay with us.
On the next Roseanne show, find out the secret to Roseanne's dramatic weight loss.
We're back with Joyce, and she's going to show us what every one of us could do, at least one of these, to help somebody who's less fortunate than us, right? Show us what we got
Yes.
going.
Well, as I've forestated, you know, a lot of times we will give food all the time. You know, anybody
Right.
come down and give you food. But there are some basic things that the homeless need that it seems like it's forgotten. And all of us got some old shoes or something around the house that we're not going to wear anymore.
Right.
Somebody said, because nobody's going to wear pink shoes anymore. I said, but somebody with no shoes,
Like,
I think they will wear pink shoes, okay? And this is just a little
so we're
simple.
putting the shoes in the middle there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's, you know, toothpaste. You can just stick some toothpaste in there.
Okay.
Toothbrush.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, out on the streets, you know, you get really, really
Shoelaces.
ashy shoelaces, you know. Sometimes they just get shoes with no
Right.
shoelaces. And out on the streets, you know, you get really, you need lotion for your hands and things. So here you can just put a little lotion here or whatever. And soap, they need soap. Because there are a lot of times they can just go into a bathroom at the service station. And if they have a towel, they can just go in there real quick and just take a little wipe. It's something better than just out there with
Right.
nothing. So they can have the soap.
It's something to care for yourself.
Yeah, to
keep
care
your
for yourself.
spirit up,
Because
right?
because they're out there doesn't mean that these are not human beings
Right.
out there. They are human, just like we are. And then you can just
Then what do we
close it
do?
over like
What do we do,
this.
Joyce? Oh, yeah, okay.
It's real simple.
It is real simple.
Yes.
Then what
And
we
you just
doing?
okay.
Okay.
And you just bring it up like this. And you just bring it like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay, that's
Got
right,
it?
yeah.
And then here's the string. And no, you. no, you're gonna
not
do
like
with the
that.
string.
Oh, the string. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am loud.
All right.
And then you just take the string.
Yeah.
And you just keep
Keep
opening
wrapping
it around here. Just wrap
Okay.
it around until you get it secure.
You know, this is...
And you just wrap.
I think it's so cool because not only
just wrap.
is this such a great gift for somebody to be,
And
you
you
know, included and remembered in the human race.
And you
which
just get it secure.
we forget about homeless people. But Joyce, tell me how
And you're tired.
good.
You finished. You're good. You finished before I finished. Gosh, you're good.
Tell me what a great gift this is for a person to do themselves to give to somebody else.
What a great gift.
Because like if I'm going to give this to somebody, to me, this is a gift for me. Because I'm able to go outside my little square.
Yeah, get out of your little
Right.
cubicle and go out there and see someone that has a need and just give it. And you don't know how much it will be appreciated and used. And, you know, I see them out there. They are using this little simple thing like this that you would think, well, it's nothing, and I don't have $1,000 to give. You don't have to have $1,000 to give. As I forestated, you have shoes, you have clothing, and most of us have soap, you know. Let's give a bar of soap sometime, some toothpaste or whatever. And
Something very simple.
very, very simple.
Oh, we'd like to hear about people who do this out there watching TV, watching this show. We'd like to hear how a whole bunch of people did something real little and see what it builds into.
And you can do it. It can be done. Just start. I just started. You know, there were times I would be walking. You know, I told you that I walk a lot. I have found on garbage day brand new things sitting out for the garbage. And someone here doesn't have anything. So I would just pick it up and pass it out to the homeless. Not only the homeless, to people that need it. And I thought, oh, this is so terrible. It's going in the garbage and somebody can use it. And another thing I do, I don't just give. I don't just go out there and give. I am an encourager. I go out there and I'm encouraging these people. Don't just stay out here. This is just, you know, something to help you get further. Don't be satisfied just staying here.
Right.
Because I could have been there. And this is why so much has been given to me. I was out there working, taking care of children, and somebody reached out to me. So I just want to pass these blessings on, and that's why I'm out there, just passing these blessings on.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
Thank you for telling us all this.
Thank you.
Thank you for this great idea.
Okay. Thank you for
We'll be
having
right
me.
back. I'd like to thank all of my guests today, and thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here, and where's the prize?